This is how we empty the black tank on our stationary camper. We have this external tank here, and it has a vent on it here. There's a hose there, and I hook the other end of the hose here. And what I do is drain the black tank first, which is the bigger valve here. This is the water from the shower. So we open this. Now at this point you have to, you know how sometimes when you vote and you don't really want to vote for who's running, but you don't have a choice, so you just hold your nose and do it anyway? That's what this is like. Just hold your nose. Everything will be fine. So after the contents of the black tank stop, I usually open the gray tank, which has the shower water in it, and I'll leave this valve open and I'll let it flush that, and then I'll close it and let this run back out. Once that runs out, I'll close that valve, which is the black tank. And a lot of times at this point I'll disconnect this and take that up and dump it in this. It's a good idea to drain your hose, which you do by lifting it at the end that's the farthest away from the tank, so that the contents in the hose can run downhill and run into the tank like this. Once you've emptied out the hose, you can disconnect the hose. The cap on this, so that it won't leak, I put this higher than the tank. I put the vent cap back on here, and now I'm ready to take this up and dump it. By the way, sometimes I don't put all of the gray water in that tank. If that's really full and I don't want to overflow it, I often let the gray water run right out on the ground, because the gray water is basically clean. It's water from the shower, water from the sink. It won't hurt the ground. It won't do any damage if you just let it go. That way I don't have to haul that extra weight. And also, if I have this partially full of black water stuff, and I run that in there, it might overflow it. If you cause me to have to get up close and personal to keep the contents of the black water. That's something I want to do. Oh, the joy. Let's take this up to the septic tank where we're going to dump it. So in my case, I have a ramp up to my back porch, and my porch is higher than the pipe that goes into my septic tank. So I can remove this cap, and once again, hold your nose. When I remove this one, I hold it up so that whatever is in here runs down into that low spot. And in this case, on mine, I have to disconnect this elbow, and then without letting this drop down lower than that, I can hook this right here, and now I'm ready to go open the valve on my tank. I said open my valve, but really all I have to do is basically remove the vent cap, and I stand this up. Now all the contents are running out of here and down into there. I usually set my vent cap right there so I won't fail to put it back on when I get through. Now, keeping in mind that the contents of the tank are going to be down here in the lowest part of the hose, I raise the hose like this, and I let the contents of that line feed into my septic tank. Sometimes I might want to do that a couple of times just to make sure I get everything out of it. Now that I've done that, I can disconnect this. I can hook this back to this, which has a cap on it. And then I can put my cap back on the septic tank. And we're ready to put the vent back on that tank and take it away and store it till next time. Now I can take this back over here, hook it back to the golf cart, take it around to the place where I store it, and set it aside until the next time. Y'all have a nice day.